Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. The Onalaska Education Foundation held its 14th annual taste event at Stony Creek tonight. 10 restaurants from the region catered and people tried their hand at casino games to help support Onalaska kids. This was the event's first year back in person.
Everything that you do and everything that you purchase and all of it goes towards our students in the Onalaska area. So it's a win-win.
Also a live auction. Some of the funds raised support grants for teachers' classrooms, while others go to Onalaska's Acts of Kindness program to help students in need. The money goes to both public and private schools in Onalaska. And the 56-year-old man convicted of killing a University of Wisconsin-Madison student in 2008 will spend life in prison without the eligibility of parole. Yesterday, Brittany Zimmerman's family spoke out. Jade Fleury has the story.
I think she'd be proud that we never gave up.
Almost 15 years later, the final piece of justice for the murder of Marshfield's Brittany Zimmerman.
I would like to apologize to everybody, especially the Zimmerman family. I took away Brittany's 21-year-old life, family that she could have had.
But Zimmerman's family doesn't believe Call confessed to the murder because he had a, quote, coming to Jesus moment.
He only did it so that his family and his mother specifically would not have to hear the gruesome details of what he did to our daughter.
A family friend speaking on behalf of Brittany's father, Kevin Zimmerman, believes life in prison isn't enough.
I know Wisconsin doesn't have the death penalty, but they should for people like him. David Call is nothing more than a worthless piece of skin and a killer.
Instead, it's Zimmerman's friends and family whose sentencing is the harshest.
Jean and I are sentenced to life without our daughter Brittany. Why should they allow David Call any difference? Life without parole.
To keep their daughter's spirit alive, Brittany's parents created the Pause for Brittany Fun Run Dog Walk in Marshfield.
And we raise money for a pet shelter that is now built, and we do that in memory of her. So it's all about making sure that people don't forget what happened and just her life being able to live on.
So Call pleaded guilty to first-degree intentional homicide and was found guilty as a result. Now Call has 20 days to appeal his sentence.
All right, take a look outside right now. We're seeing temperatures in the 20s. We're at 27 degrees with cloudy skies at the airport. Feels like 27 out there. The wind, it's calm out there. Humidity is sitting at 81% at this hour. You take a look at that, feels like temperature, and we're in the 20s from top to bottom. Low 20s over towards Ladysmith, 21 Eau Claire, 23 Red Wing, 27 Winona, as well as across our southern zones. We're seeing that feels like temperature in the mid to upper 20s. Now we have a clean sweep on the radar scan across the Cooley region now, but you don't have to go too far to see precipitation. Just go just south of Prairie du Chien and Richland County. You can see a little bit of snow being picked up there. So we're on the back end of a high pressure system. High pressure, basically high pressure. If we're staying high and dry, we're on the back end of it, meaning the winds are going to come out of the south as we go into your Sunday, which is some great news there. But coming up in the first warn forecast, we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about temperatures staying near freezing. We're going to talk about cloudy skies. We're going to talk about temperatures dropping, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint. Some places across the Cooley region may not see highs in the 20s. We're talking upper teens yet again, Emily, so...
I'm not sure why you told me that.
You know, it's job security.
Okay, fair. You have to be honest.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
And today, abortion protesters gathered in San Francisco. This weekend marks 50 years since the Roe v. Wade decision gave Americans the constitutional right to an abortion, a decision that was overturned last summer. CBS's Robert Costa is at the Capitol tonight.
Does the push to restrict abortion rights continue?
I think, yes, no question. It now moves more or less to the state capitals.
Evangelical leader Franklin Graham, son of the famed Billy Graham, was one of thousands of anti-abortion activists who turned up in Washington Friday for the March for Life, arguing that the end of Roe is not the end of their fight.
Nothing has really changed. Abortions are still happening every day.
But the persistence from conservatives on abortion comes as Republicans are at a crossroads. Some, like former President Donald Trump, have blamed last year's disappointing election results on the abortion issue being poorly handled by Republicans.
I'll be joining some people at the March for Life next week, and I've made it very clear. It may take us as long to restore the sanctity of life to the center of American law as it took us to overturn Roe v. Wade.
But in the early days of the 2024 presidential race, possible Trump rivals are shaking their heads at Trump's assessment and tilting to the right.
And would you nudge Governor DeSantis to take further action?
I would nudge every governor to do what they can to back up their pro-life record. I think that talking about situations and making statements is incredibly important, but also taking action and governing and bringing policies that protect life are even more important.
And the issue has sparked an informal policy standoff among those who might run for president. But many attending the march acknowledge the politics of this issue. Long, highly charged, remain complicated.
In order for the best ideas to come forward, you need to be able to willing to listen to each other. You need to be able to hear your opponents, understand what they're thinking, have empathy and compassion, and come up with ideas together.
So meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris will be in Florida on Sunday. She'll be delivering a major abortion address on abortion rights as Democrats continue to push on the issue as well. So in other White House news, the FBI searched President Biden's home in Delaware on Friday. The president's lawyer said 6 additional documents containing classification markings were found, and investigators also took possession of some of his notes. Christian Benavides is in Miami with the latest.
President Biden's personal attorney says the Justice Department found additional documents marked classified in a nearly 13-hour search of the president's Wilmington home on Friday. A statement from Mr. Biden's attorney says in part, DOJ took possession of materials it deemed within the scope of its inquiry, including 6 items consisting of documents with classification markings and surrounding materials, some of which were from the president's service in the Senate, and some of which were from his tenure as vice president. Previously, roughly 20 documents had been found at the home and an office the president used for a time after serving as vice president. On Thursday, President Biden spoke briefly about the investigation.
I think you're going to find there's nothing there. I have no regrets. I'm following what the lawyers have told me they want me to do. It's exactly what we're doing. There's no there.
Saturday's statement also says DOJ had full access to the president's home, including personally handwritten notes, files, papers, binders, memorabilia, to-do lists, schedules, and reminders going back decades. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
So a statement from President Biden's special counsel Richard Stauber says, quote, the president's lawyers and White House counsel's office will continue to cooperate with DOJ and the special counsel to help ensure this process is conducted swiftly and efficiently. West Salem High School students are using their language skills to help families at their local food pantry. The Care and Share Food Pantry serves everyone in need, but for many, language can be a barrier. That's where these student volunteers come in. Every Saturday, Spanish students from the high school help serve and interpret for families who need it.
If there's like a stigma around food pantry, they might not actually seek help. So just having the means and ability to, I think, is a great asset in the community.
Volunteers encourage any Spanish-speaking family in need to come use the pantry. And if you are able to help, donations can be brought to Our Savior's Lutheran Church in West Salem. And if you're an adult looking for a spot to learn to groove, we've got just the place for you. I&E Dance and Lacrosse held its grand opening today, and it's welcoming anyone over the age of 18. Whether you are just beginning or you're dancing at a Broadway level, studio owners say you are welcome. Studio owner Michelle Malone says she opened I&E to give adults a space to dance.
I truly believe that dance is for everyone. It is such a beautiful art form, and especially in our beginner classes, we take it slow, we break down all the movement, and we really make you feel as comfortable as possible here.
So the studio offers classes in hip hop and contemporary jazz for all skill levels. Coming up on News 8, BattleBots. One Wisconsin family gets creative with machinery, and it's paying off. That's coming up later. But first, keeping families warm, how a local coat drive is helping families this winter, and how you can help up next.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, when you spend $4.99 or more, get an extra 7% off sale prices with 3-year special financing and pay nothing down and nothing for shipping on brands like Thomas Cole and Luxuria. The Something for Nothing sale now at Home Sleep Express.
Cleaning is the worst. Seriously, there's gotta be a better way. So we gave Swiffer a shot. If we don't love it, we get our money back. Spoiler alert, love it.
Sweeper's heavy-duty dry cloths grab dust and hair and lock it away. Better than my broom that can push it around. It even gets into hard-to-clean grooves and grout lines. Cool.
And Swiffer Duster gets in all those hard-to-reach places, trapping 3 times more dust. Yeah, switching to Swiffer, totally worth it. Love it or your money back.
In the Northland, the future belongs to everyone. So we created the all-time best-selling SUV for everyone, Ford Explorer. With an available 3-liter EcoBoost V6 engine that delivers 400 horsepower in one stylish package. Because the SUV of the future is made for the Northland. Ford Explorer. Drive one today. Now get 0% financing for 36 months on Ford Explorer, Edge, and Escape. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Come see what great sleep looks like with a Purple mattress from Home Sleep Express. Right now, get no money down 3-year special financing with free delivery, free setup, and a 120-night guarantee. Test and buy the famous Purple mattress, now at Home Sleep Express.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Here in La Crosse, the YWCA partnered up with the Facebook group Everyone Needs a Helping Hand to lend a coat to families in need. At the Get Warm coat distribution, area families could stop by the Reach Center for winter gear. Organizers say anything helps, but say they're most in need of coats in children's sizes.
We always need kids stuff, and I think that's what we're working on. We're just collecting all year round, you know? It's never just a certain season.
That's great to keep in mind, especially when you're doing your spring cleaning coming up. As Ramus said, the YWCA and Everyone Needs a Helping Hand is collecting all year. And over in Cashton, prom season is already on their minds. High schoolers looking for a good deal on their gowns were able to come to the prom dress resale. Teenagers from all over the region can show up and pick out the dress for their special night. Organizers say they wanted to be able to help people enjoy prom without worrying about the price tag.
A lot of people have a lot of dresses in their closets that through COVID maybe the girls never got a chance to wear. So we're just bringing it all together for everyone to be able to shop and enjoy their day.
Money raised from the prom dress sale will help support the school's post-prom event. If you'd like to look for a dress and you missed today's sale, you can also stop by tomorrow. And coming up on News 8, shoveling safely. Why one essential winter activity could be bad for your heart.
And in the world of weather, we have cloudy skies outside. Temperatures will cool off, though, as we go into next week. We'll talk about that in the First Warn forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present Our Community Cares.
The 31st Annual Tri-State Rail Sale Saturday, January 28th at the La Crosse Center. Hobby sale, model rail flea market, and swap meet with over 300 vendor tables. Proceeds go to maintain and restore the La Crosse Shortline Railroad Museum. The La Crosse Lions Charities will be celebrating Groundhog Day with a pulled pork dinner Thursday, February 2nd at the Moose Lodge, La Crosse.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
A new day has dawned on the all-new Maury's, Audi, and Volkswagen of La Crosse. Feel the luxury of Maury's Audi as soon as you enter the new state-of-the-art Audi dealership. Audi technology and style incorporated into Maury's La Crosse Audi sales and service. Maury's Volkswagen La Crosse features an upbeat, high-tech atmosphere. Having service done, enjoy our relaxing lounge as you wait. Come experience excellence at the new and improved Volkswagen of La Crosse. New building, new location, same friendly staff. Maury's Audi and Volkswagen of La Crosse.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
102.7 WKBH.
Hey, it's Kelly Wild from Magnum Media, and I've been getting inklings. My wife Susie telling me that 102.7 WKBH is on all over the place. Well, now the results are in, and thank you very much. Out of all the radio stations in La Crosse County, you made 102.7 WKBH number one.
Nothing tastes better than savings. Hardee's new 4 for $6 deal lets you mix and match your favorite flavors. That's sweet, savory, crispy, crunchy, or beefy, all for just $6. Create your favorite combinations with our new 4 for $6 deal, only at Hardee's.
Your entry door is the first thing people see when they come to visit. Make it inviting. Call the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. 782-8877.
Shoveling snow from your driveway can be a great workout, but for those with heart problems, it's not so simple. Cardiologists at Mayo Clinic Health System say the combination of cold weather and exercise could trigger a heart attack. The cold can constrict blood vessels and increase your blood pressure. Doctors say it can be hard to stop outdoor activities for the sake of your health because you want to finish the task.
It's that combination of cold, extreme exertion, and then maybe sticking it out longer than is wise because we got to finish and get to the end of the walk.
It's important to know your limits. So if you are at risk, Mayo doctors also say it's best to check with your doctor about if you should shovel heavy snow. So I said this earlier, but thankfully we haven't had too much to shovel this week. But as we in Wisconsin know, winter's far from over. Eric, what's coming up?
Well, February is just around the corner, and that's usually one of our cold and kind of wet months here. But for the next few days, we don't have to worry about snow in terms of crazy amounts, just maybe a few flurries. Outside right now, we have snow in Eau Claire. I don't think so. I think it's mostly clear out there. 21 degrees is the current temperature. Feels like 21 out there. Our dew point's at 19, so when you get your temperature and your dew point that close together, that means one thing, low visibility. And you can see right there the visibility is sitting at 1 mile. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 3 miles per hour. In La Crosse, we have cloudy skies. We're at 26 at the airport. 23 is the temperature at the station. Humidity is at 84%, and we have a nice calm wind out there. Numbers for today, we made it to 27 after a morning start of 18. The 27 is where we should be for this time of year anyway. 10 is our average low. 50 was the record high set back in 1908. You have to go all the way back to 1888 to see the record low. Look at that, 42 degrees. Below zero. Ouch. 27 will be the high for tomorrow. We'll see a little bit of fog in the morning hours. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Across the zones, we'll see temperatures in the 20s all across La Crosse County. Southern zones, we'll see temperatures in the mid-20s. New Albany, you'll make it to 28. Waukon will make it to 26. Viroqua, you'll make it to 26. 26 will be the high in Blair. Over towards Fountain City, 26, 23 in Lewiston. And then the northern zone, again, seeing temperatures staying in the 20s. You'll see mostly cloudy skies across the area as well. Now, in terms of that fog, you can see it really starting to ramp up as we go into the morning hours. By 8 o'clock from Ladysmith over towards Austin, seeing some heavy fog, and then it will dissipate as we go into the late morning, early afternoon hours. In terms of the radar scan across the Cooley region, we are seeing a clean sweep across the area. You don't have to go too far to see snow. Just go towards just south of Prairie du Chien towards the Dubuque area, Cedar Rapids, Waterloo area, where they're seeing snow at this hour. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the teens and 20s will greet you. We'll go to 21 in La Crosse, 17 Eau Claire, 18 Ladysmith, 18 in Black River Falls, as well as Marshfield. Will stay mostly cloudy for tomorrow. You see by 2 o'clock, you see the clouds continuing. By 9 a.m., they're still here. This particular model is trying to get a little bit of a break in the cloud cover in the afternoon hours. Just a small break, but it will fire back up again as we go into your evening and overnight hours. And then by Monday, we'll see temperatures going into the upper 20s. We'll see temperatures in the low 30s for Tuesday, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we keep the flurry chance in the forecast. We'll see temperatures in the 30s for Wednesday with that 20% chance of flurry activity. We'll see a front push through. We'll drop the temperatures to the mid-20s for Thursday and Friday. And Emily, by next weekend, we may not even see temperatures in some places in the low 20s. We're talking upper teens possible for Saturday going into Sunday.
Ouch. What did you say?
Oh, when I was talking about the 44 degrees below zero, ouch!
Yeah, that's right. Okay,
yeah,
thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Coming up in sports, one of the top area athletes has officially committed. Find out where to next. And Anthony Edwards was putting on a show in Minnesota. Find out how many points he finished with. Kate is in next with sports.
We all know how weather goes around here. So why not take the First Warn team with you? Stay weather aware with hourly temps and conditions, video forecasts, and interactive radar. And the best part? It's easy to use. Here, try it.
Right now at Ashley, discover the luxury of a good night's sleep without the luxury price tag on some of our top mattress brands, including our Ashley Sleep line. Hurry into America's #1 furniture and mattress store or visit ashley.com for better sleep and savings. Only at Ashley.
One day, I will rock that swimsuit.
Your one day is closer than you think. From fresh meals to one-on-one coaching, Jenny Craig is Weight Loss Made Simple.
Your one day starts today.
In the Northland, the future belongs to everyone. So we created the all-time best-selling SUV for everyone, Ford Explorer. With an available 3-liter EcoBoost V6 engine that delivers 400 horsepower in one stylish package. Because the SUV of the future is made for the Northland. Ford Explorer. Drive one today. Now get 0% financing for 36 months on Ford Explorer, Edge, and Escape. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful.
Wow.
That's our boy.
So proud.
Right now, get a sausage McMuffin or sausage biscuit paired with hash browns for just $2.50.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser powers through tough messes, so it makes it look like I spent hours cleaning. And you know I didn't.
It makes my running shoe look like new. It's amazing.
Wow, it makes it look like I don't have kids at all.
It's so good, makes it look like I have magical powers.
And when wipes won't cut it, Magic Eraser sheets make it look like food doesn't explode every day.
Wow, they make it look like I don't even live here.
Magic Eraser and sheets make cleaning look easy.
At Ashley's Overstock Sale, you'll find everything you need to brighten up your home this new year. Plus, get special financing for 12 months. Visit your local Ashley store in Arcadia, Eau Claire, and Onalaska. And be sure to check out the Ashley Outlet in Arcadia.
Feels good to be home.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Kate Overton.
Well, tonight we had another Milwaukee Bucks basketball game, but yet again, there was no Giannis and no Chris Middleton. We have no estimation on when they're going to be back. Giannis hasn't played since January 11th, and Middleton not since December 15th. We have no timetable either of them on when they'll return. So for now, it's Drew Holiday's team. In Cleveland tonight, a potential playoff series as they're up against the Cavs. Let's go to the second quarter. Bucks down 6. But Drew Holiday really carrying the load offensively, using the left hand for the finish here. And then as the third quarter comes to a close, Holiday making it look easy, backing the defender down, gives a little shake, and gets the finish. He'd finished with 28, fourth quarter now. Joe Ingles with the ball. He's going to shoot up for the 3. He gets it. Bucks take the lead. But the Cavs would start to pull away. Evan Mobley, a floater here, gets that one to go. Mobley finished with 38 points as the Cavs get the win, 114-102. Are the Timberwolves there at home tonight taking on the Houston Rockets? And oh my, Anthony Edwards throwing it down, putting him on a poster. Now later in the third, Edwards again pulling up and knocking it down for the 3. Minnesota up 5, and you want more Edwards? I'll give you him. just showing off the range at this point. He had 44 points and said after the game he needed to show off for his girlfriend because her birthday is in 2 days. Wow, what a great boyfriend Anthony Edwards is. Wolves win 113-104. UWL men, they're on the road taking on Eau Claire. Let's skip to the second half. UWL up 6, Craig Steele. Let's go to the UWL game. Craig Steele up. Looks like we're still on this Rockets game here. All right, looks like we don't have UWL, so we're going to go to the Jackson Flottmeyer commitment. One of the top area athletes announced today that he's taken his talents to Winona. The two-time Wisconsin State champion and quarterback of the Aquinas Blue Colts, Jackson Flottmeyer, posted to his Twitter this morning that he is officially committed to Winona State. The future Warrior finished his high school career with just under 7,000 total yards and 88 total touchdowns. But I'm sure the ones he'll remember most are the ones that helped get Aquinas not 1, but 2 state titles. All right, going to Onalaska. They had a big basketball game up in Minneapolis, or up at Prescott High School for the Wisconsin versus Minnesota border battle. It was Evan Anderson coming up clutch with 31 points for the Hilltoppers as they got a big win last night against Central and then again today over Minneapolis North. 94-64, Aquinas and Central both playing in this one as well, but both of them losing. All right, staying to the football games, a quick look at today's playoff games. First game of the day, Kansas City hosting the Jaguars. It was a close one throughout. It was tied at 7 when Patrick Mahomes got taken down and rolled up on. Got sent to the locker room with an apparent knee injury, so Chad Henne came in and saved the day. Took the lead going into halftime before Mahomes returned back to the field to lead Kansas City to their 5th straight AFC Championship game. 27-17, they'll face the winner of tomorrow's Buffalo versus Cincinnati matchup. And then in the NFC, 2 teams from the NFC East battling it out tonight. The New York Giants coming off of their big win against Minnesota last weekend, but looked like a completely different team tonight. The Eagles dominated in all 3 phases of the game and are finally back to looking like one of the most dominant teams in the NFL. They're on to the championship game next weekend and will face either the 49ers or the Cowboys. All right, in some shocking offseason baseball news, the Minnesota Twins announced yesterday that they're trading away their young all-star second baseman, Luis Arias, right after he won the American League batting title. A very shocking move, to say the least. In return, the Twins are getting right-hander Pablo Lopez and a pair of young prospects from the Miami Marlins. Minnesota needs some pitching bad, and the hope is that Lopez comes in and immediately makes an impact in the rotation. Arias is coming off of his best season in his career. Maybe the Twins just felt like this was the best time to capitalize. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Where does electricity come from? It comes from here. And here. And here. At Xcel Energy, we work to keep that energy reliable and safe by constantly monitoring and protecting the grid. Because while it's important where electricity comes from, we're just as focused on getting it where it's going safely. This is how the future is made.
January is National Radon Action Month. Radon is a gas that you can't see, smell, or taste and causes approximately 21,000 lung cancer deaths each year. About 1 out of 10 Wisconsin homes has high radon levels. 1 out of 3 homes in La Crosse and Monroe counties has high radon levels. Radon can enter your home through cracks in your foundation or basement. The only way to know if your home has high radon levels is to test for it. Radon tests are inexpensive and easy to do. Purchase your radon test kit today at the La Crosse County Health Department or the Monroe County Health Department.
Welcome to the rustic side of Black River Furniture Outlet, Western Wisconsin's cabin store. Buy unique, one-of-a-kind pieces made in the USA, featuring aspen, hickory, barnwood, and specialty woods like walnut and maple burl. Shop dining sets, bars and bar stools. Find epoxy pieces, coffee and end tables, cabin furniture bedroom sets in king, queen, full, or twin. Bunk beds and case pieces to match. Huge selection in stock to take home or deliver today. Family and veteran owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
When pain says I'm here, I say, so are they. Just one Aleve. 12 hours of uninterrupted pain relief. Aleve. Who do you take it for?
Birthdays are something to celebrate, and our News 8 This Morning team highlight them every day. If someone you know is turning 8 or 88, submit a picture of them at news8000.com today. Look Who's 8, brought to you locally by Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska. Little teeth, big smiles.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
A Wisconsin family is once again making a name for themselves as warriors. Dairy equipment producers by day, the Ewert family is a staple on Discovery Channel's BattleBots. Terry Ewert's company produces equipment that cleans cow udders, but in 2001, he found a hobby that channeled his creative side. Check it out.
My dad went out on his first trip and came back with a giant nut.
Ewert's Son of Waiachi won the highest prize in BattleBots his first year out. Since then, he's passed the passion for automated gladiators onto his sons.
This is the third year for Fusion.
Okay.
And I've been plagued with some issues. It started on fire a few times, like half the time.
Reese Ewert's Fusion and brother Jake's Hydro are both competing in the tournament this year.
She is, after last night's episode, the most dominant flipper ever in BattleBots history.
The Ewerts don't just compete, they're also designers. Jake says the goal of Hydro's weapon is to flip another bot to the ceiling, but it has disadvantages to the more common vertical rotators.
We started with this piano key hinges. We were the first one to do it, so that we picked up everybody else's. And now this season, everybody's starting to copy us.
It just keeps spinning, and then it hits somebody, flips them over, disorientates them. And then this weapon is supposed to rip them apart.
Over the 22 years, Team Waiachi's made parts and machines for other competitors.
So if you ever see somebody, sticking a handle in here and turning the switches on, you know it's a Team Waiachi part.
They say it's rewarding to make other competitors' designs take shape.
We make bots, parts, and the funnest part is to get to go against them and then rip them up, and then you get to fix them again.
So this is the 4th year of competition for Hydra, and it's still working with the same frame. The Ewerts say they learn and adapt each year, and they're looking to bring home the trophy once again. We'll be right back.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page or find us at news8000.com.
Right now at Homeworld Rugs, when you spend $4.99 or more, get an extra 7% off sale prices with 3-year special financing and pay nothing down and nothing for shipping on a huge selection of area rugs. The Something for Nothing sale, now at Homeworld Rugs.
Bright Star gives me a fulfilling feeling that I can give these clients the one-on-one care in order to keep them in their home. I definitely would recommend Bright Star for anyone, even if you're not a CNA, just to come in and, especially if you're interested in the healthcare field, and have a willing heart and a giving heart, come in and you'll find that you really enjoy these clients. You just get to know them.
Here's our problem. Without the hearing aids in, she can't hear the low frequencies, so she doesn't hear me. I don't hear the high frequencies, so I don't hear her. It was a perfect setup, but we had to interrupt it. We had time, and we were coming down Main Street, and I turned in.
It's not like you're going to strangers. It's kind of family-ish. To come here, you feel like you belong with them. I just think it's very comforting that they're a family business.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
At Cooley Auto, we care about making buying and servicing your cars an effortless process. From our fair pricing to our friendly staff, we are accountable to the Cooley region and are now focused on offering you the best service possible with Cooley Auto Service Center. Cooley Auto Service Center is engaged in providing you with honest, affordable, and reliable service. Service you need, care you deserve. Find out more at CooleyAuto.com.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza. A lot more.
That's our extra-large New York-style take-and-bake pizza. And it's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven, and only $9.99.
Do I have to share it?
It's recommended, but not required. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
Such a great deal.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Come see what great sleep looks like with a Purple mattress from Home Sleep Express. Right now, get no money down 3-year special financing with free delivery, free setup, and a 120-night guarantee. Test and buy the famous Purple mattress, now at Home Sleep Express.
All right, in case you missed it earlier, let's just embrace this. The good news is that 42 degrees below zero, yeah, we're going to get nowhere near that. And like I said earlier, just ouch. Ow. Tomorrow, it's going to feel like a heat wave compared to that. 27 degrees, fog in the morning, otherwise mostly cloudy skies. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and break down the next 8 days. Mostly cloudy skies for Monday. We'll see temperatures in the upper 20s, low 30s. Ditto Tuesday, mostly ditto for Wednesday, minus the snow chance in the forecast there. And then Thursday, Friday, we go into the mid-20s. And then upper teens to low 20s on the high end for next weekend.
Too many.
Yeah.
We need some higher numbers in there, Eric. Help us out.
I'm trying.
I think it's your turn to say ouch, guys.
Ouch!
Yes.
There you go.
You got it. Thank you
right.
for watching News 8. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow night.